welcome to Arya Bark Podcast, Vlogmas 2020, day 19. How are you? I hope you're well. It's pretty sunny here. Unusual. Today is going to be a busy one. Now what do we have on? Mr. Bark has a haircut at 12. I need to nip into Rejects to pick up a couple of other bits that I'm needing, like nice new scissors, because my fabric scissors have wandered off. I've no idea where they are. What else? I need a seam measure. I think it was a seam measure. I need one of them, and I need to get more thread. So that's my plan. Then I need to go to B&Q and get my bird feeder, and then we're going to Buffalo Farm to pick up some bits for dinner. So that is my plan. So we'll jump in and open the advent. So here's today's advent, number 19. Had to rescue it from Arya's jaws. I have a little bear, so I'll have that shortly. Oh, that's nice. That is really pretty. Another sparkly one. Let's see if we can spit it out a bit. That is really pretty. I love that. Thank you very much, Raylene. I will get that in later on. Now, what I'll do is I'll pop in here the footage from last night of me warping up the loom for the first time. Wasn't actually as bad as what I thought it was going to be. Sorry, my washing machine's going off. Wasn't as bad as what I thought it was going to be. It was a lot easier than I'd expected. Mind you, it only done like, I think it only measures about 7 inches. So that wasn't too bad. And I'll be back and I'll show you the other stuff that I bought. So when I was buying the loom, I also bought a couple other bits and pieces, and the first thing I bought was warping pegs, indirect warping, don't know, but you can warp it fit underneath the loom, so I bought warping pegs. Bought more separated things. Can't actually remember what they're called, but I bought more of them. Bought another 3. Oh my god, Arya's drilled on it. Shuttles. And I bought 3 other looms, beads. So I bought a 2.5. Oh no, I bought 4. I bought a 2.5, the 5, a 10, and a 12.5. That's to go with the 7 that I've already got. So that should let me weave anything between lace weight and bulky. So that's me pretty much set up for the weaving. I think we're going to visit Ryan's aunt and uncle tomorrow to drop off Christmas presents. Ryan's uncle's a carpenter by trade. He makes some really gorgeous stuff. We've got a table that sits out in the garden that he made. He made a new one, so we got his old one. Actually, does actually look like something that you buy at a shop. He makes gliding rocking chairs. Oh, they are stunning. If we had a bit more room, I would actually pay him to make me one, but we don't, so I haven't. We're going to ask him. Ryan's going to take a picture and see him and see what's the best thing to use on it to obviously keep it in better condition. So that's that plan, and I've completely lost track about what I was talking about. So we'll get that finished. I think when we come back, I'll probably go through the bedroom, put on something, and my hair is a mess. Put on something and finish my practice weave. So that's everything that I bought with my loom. I still have £200 to spend on my table and a French twister when they come back into stock. So I've got the gift card there for them. Then I may have bought a wee drop yarn. So move that out of the way. This is going to be kind of hard. I'll just start. This is from Yeoman Yarns. This is 100% cotton. So that's the white. I also got a red, a green, and a nice, I think that's cerise. The white, the red, Celeste it's called. Next I bought 3 ply lamb's wool. It's not really showing. So turn it that way. So that's 2,400 meters of a 3, I think it's 3 ply. Is it 3 ply? No, it's 4 ply. On the website it was supposed to be a 3 ply, but it's a 4 ply. And that's natural. I have to find. Let's just stick this back in. And I also bought a silver, and that's called Merlin. It's like a bluey grey. So that's what I bought. The cotton I'm planning on using for dish towels, because I want to make dish towels. And the wool, honestly I'm not 100% sure the reason why I bought that. I did see, I think it was in there, oh that's what I didn't show you that I got. Also purchased the Ashford book, but I'll come back in a minute because this is kind of heavy and my other stuff is sitting across there. So the other thing that I bought was the Ashford book of rigid heddle weaving. I love this book. There is a project now, see if I can find it. Does it say what you use? It's 2 ply. So there it is. How nice does that look? I love that. There's also, let's see if I can do it that way. That is really nice. Weirdly enough, I actually quite like that as well. I'll do it that way. There's 3 different ways you can wear it. There's some seriously nice stuff in here. So that's my plan. Dish towels. It shows you other stuff as well. So that's my plan. So I've enjoyed reading this. Now I did say yesterday that I would show you the yarn that I got from Jane, which hasn't been in the door 2 minutes, and it's battered in Arya hair. The joys of having a dog that molts like a sheep. So these are the two of the ones that I got for Jane. Now them, and this is out my own stash. One of the projects on Craftsy for the rigid head weaving is to make a bag. I want to make a bag that sits with my loom, that's got all my bits in it. So I'm going to use the Drops Musket and this to make a bag. So that's my next project, once I actually practice. And the other thing that I got was, now Jane's not sure what that is. She knows it's some sort of wool, but I was thinking that, and maybe, what did I think? I think it was the Merlin that I bought. Might actually go quite nice together and do, I don't know, something. So I think that's my plan for this. I'll use that for my weaving. So thank you very much, Jane. I love them. And they're not going to stay in my stash for very long, because now I've got my loom, I can weave with them. So that's pretty much all. I've finished a sock. I'll show you that tomorrow. I'm kind of hoping, Arya's clearly got bored with my podcast. So that's my plan. I have finished the sock. I will show you that tomorrow. I'm kind of hoping that I can get another one finished. It won't be a pair, because clearly that was beyond me. I want to get at least one sock finished. I want to get at least one each of the socks finished, and that will leave me during the week to finish the other two. I'm going to go, because we need to leave in 15 minutes to go to the hairdressers, and I'll stick a clip in at the end from the Buffalo Farm. I hope you have a very crafty evening, and I'll see you again tomorrow when we record the questions for Mr. Bark. There is still time if you do have any more questions. If you want to stick any more down below. We've got an additional 4 questions to the ones that I've already got, that I already found. So the more the merrier. Good evening, I'm back again. It is now 5:30. Shopping has been done. It was not pleasant. Mr. Bart's haircut took longer than we expected. We did go to Rejects, and I got the matting that'll use for working my loom. What else? Picked up another couple of bits and pieces. Spent way too much money in that shop. I went to Asda's. That was not a fun experience. Went to B&Q, which was reasonably quiet. I thought it was actually going to be a lot busier than what it was, but it wasn't. It was quiet. I don't know if I ever told the story about the bird feeder. We have our back gardens on two separate levels, so there's the drying greens at the bottom and there's a bit up, a couple of stairs, and I'll actually stick a picture in there of what it was like when we moved in and what it was like after Mr. Bark worked his bum off to get it into order. The plan had originally been to grow veg. We did grow some last year. It was a bit hit and miss. Next year I doubt very much if I'll do it again, purely because I doubt I'll be doing it again. The novelty well and truly wore off. But we had said that I would really like a bird feeder. Obviously, lockdown happened and you couldn't get anything for love nor money. We did eventually find a company that sold them and got it sent out, and we received it. And I was really excited. Now this would be back August or September. Actually, it might have been July. It was middle to the end of summer. So we got it, really excited, opened it up, and the thing had no poles. All the bits were there, it just didn't have any poles. So we just assumed, right, we'll contact the company, they'll send us the poles, everything's fine. To which Ryan got an email back saying, well, since 20% of it's missing, we'll take 20% off you buying another one. And Ryan was like, no, I'm not buying a second one, I only need one bird feeder. Just send me the poles. There was a whole backwards and forwards, and actually I think he got it off of Amazon, and we eventually had to get Amazon involved, and was like, well, no, I bought a bird feeder, I paid for a bird feeder, I've got the accessories, the main part it's missing. I also bought in the listing it did say that you had to buy an additional stand to make it sturdy. That in itself costs about the same price as the bird feeder. And he's like, no, just, I'll send it back to you, you give me my money back, end of discussion. To which the final thing was he got his money back and we got to keep all the accessories. So I've been wanting a bird feeder for a while, and it went out my head, and we were talking about, but actually there are a lot of wee birds that eat out the back garden, and one of them has started eating my rhubarb. Not a happy chappy. I can't eat my rhubarb this year. You're not eating it either. So I went to get a bird feeder and they didn't really. We eventually just had to order it online and have them sent, so it's coming on Christmas Eve. We did buy all the food, so we've got the food for it. We just need to wait until during the week for the bird feeders to come. Now that was what, by the time we got out of B&Q, Mr. Bark had to run along and pick up Andrew's Christmas present. It was 10 to 4. So we did not get to the buffalo farm because they shut at 4. so I'm still not happy. Plan is tomorrow. Mr. Bart's going to get woke up exceptionally early. We're going to nip to the buffalo farm first thing tomorrow morning. He'll need to be back. We need to be there fairly early to get back because the car's getting washed tomorrow and cleaned out after Century Park. So that's getting done tomorrow. Plans for the rest of the evening. Not very much. I have managed to get, I think I'm 1 row away from finish the leg sock, so I've just got the ribbon to do on that. I have become obsessed by ER. Now I used to watch ER. What year would that have been? I mean, that started in 94, 5th year. I started watching it in 5th year. Except it was 94. I left school in 96. Aye, so it'd be 5th year. End of 4th year maybe. Could have been end of 4th year, beginning of 5th year. Now, one of the streaming channels I've got it on, and I've been binging. So I've been sitting watching that. Designated Survivors dropped off a cliff because I've been watching ER. Kiefer Sutherland. George Clooney. It's a very hard decision. So that's probably my plan. I think I'll maybe watch some more ER and knit my sock because I have a thumping sore head. So I'll need to take one of my tablets. Plan was I was going to watch ER and weave, but to be honest with you, because I know I need to take one of my tablets, chances are I'll probably crash halfway through it. So I'll just knit my sock because that way at least I'm not going to do myself any major damage. So that's pretty much all. Footage of the buffalo farm will be tomorrow. Even if I have to go myself. So that's the plan. There was something else I was going to say and it's completely gone out my head. If it comes to me, I'll write it down. Was there anything else? I don't think there was. The brain has officially switched off, so I will leave it here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a very crafty evening and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye!